there was a young woman by the name of Louise Johannesson, I think is how you pronounce it, and Louise was great. When I put that out over social media about maybe sitting down with fans, and didn't quite know what that would look like. I had hoped to get some help from Fox on putting something together, and somehow that fell on deaf ears. So I just sort of reached out on Twitter, uh, and this woman, Louise contacted me, and really with no self-interest at all, other than to be a fan and helpful, and uh, had just moved to London from Sweden, um, and she was working. She was an assistant at a uh, record publishing house, so she got us some great musical acts. And Gareth, oh man, I forget Gareth's last name. Sorry, Gareth. I do have your CD, and I forwarded it to Bob, and Danny Nichols, I believe, was the woman's name, who was also really wonderful, and your CD also was sent to Bob. I'd love to be able to maybe use some of your music on the show. But they performed for no compensation, and I rented this. I rented a space in the basement of the Soho House there, and wasn't quite sure what to expect. Whether anybody would show up or whether too many people would show up, and so it was all sort of a crapshoot, and it ended up being such a great night. The Soho House has like these little cavernous side rooms, like little caves, and with benches and booths. And I went in there, and I was able to sort of bring in 3 or 4 people at a time and sit down with them and actually have a little bit of a conversation about who they were, and then sign shit and take pictures, and and I probably sat down with, oh man, I don't know, it felt like thousands. It was probably a few hundred people, and I think we turned away a few hundred more, and which I didn't, I was really kind of bummed out. I really wanted to be able to see everybody, and we just, I just didn't have the space for a long enough time to get the bodies in there, and I thought it would be a couple hours, and I ended up being there for almost 6 hours doing that, and it was such a great night. At one point, all these people, man, some of these people have been waiting 2 and 3, 4 hours, and they're queued. They're, as they say in London, they're queued up, and they, they're waiting in line to fucking, to for to see this thing here, and at one point Gareth was playing like covers of American songs, and I don't know what it was, if it was Beach Boys or Rod Stewart, something, but at one point the entire room was singing, and it was just so cool for me. There was just such a huge sense of community, and so many of these people had met each other queued up, and who were fans of the show, and I have to say it. I wasn't quite sure not only what would happen, but why I was doing it. It was, for me, some of it is always ego. It's like this sense of needing to know how much, how much am I loved, and but it was clear to me. It was like, I've been in such a strange fucking headspace lately, and just had a lot going on, with this show ending and possibly the other show starting, and stuff going on outside of work, and and I've been in this very sort of I've been in the hallway with a lot of shit, and so and when that happens, I tend to get very, you just get incredibly self-focused, and it's very easy for me to get caught up in, you know, in me, and as the night was going on, you know, as I was doing this, it became so clear to me that, oh fuck, that's right, that's why I'm doing this, because it reminds me that at the end of the day, it just fucking has nothing to do with me, you know, that, and not to, you know, that I have this gift that I've been able to work hard at and you know, do okay with, and but that what I'm able to do with it is not about the recoup to me, it's about what other people get out of it. So to see people that engaged and fucking having fun and loving the show, and I have to tell you, for the most part, and not to sound like I don't quite get it. You know what I mean? I know what, you know, I connect to what I do, and I have a sense of what it is, but you know, I can't have the experience that other people have. So, you know, when people talk about their dedication to the show and what they love, it's like sometimes I honestly, I honestly don't get it, you know, but it's so, but I know it's real to them. I know it means something to them, and that's when it becomes clear to me that it has nothing to do with me, you know, that it's about, I'm able to just sort of put this out there, and it's of value to other people. So, and trust me, not that it's not an act of unselfish service by any means, but you know, it was so great for me to do, because I've been in such a strange place. It was just this really clear moment for me where I just got very grateful and aware of what it is that really, you know, that would matter. So, and so it was a really potent night, um, uh, and I'm glad I had an opportunity to do it, and we'll be back, I'm sure. Hopefully the show will go, and I'll be able to spend some more time out there and connect with people. But I want to thank you, everybody who was able to make it, and apologize to those people who I actually didn't get a chance to see. I know some of you fucking traveled from some other British town to London to be there, uh, and spent a lot of time waiting, and then didn't get in, and you know, I apologize, and hopefully we'll get a chance to do it again. And so that's my piece of metaphysical douchebaggery for today. I love you all as much as I love my penis. I'll talk to you soon.